13+ innings.
Here's a 2-2 to Albert Pujols. Pujols, a high fly ball into left center field. Dickerson back to the wall. Out of here. New Year's, same old Albert. 1-0 Cardinals.
How's that for a sonic blast? Harang gave up 24 home runs a year ago. This ballpark, you get the ball up, and obviously it can't contain Albert Pujols. And what a start. A couple years ago, he had 2 on the road in Philadelphia.
Second in home runs and 4th in RBIs. He hits this one out to deep right field, and this is his first of the season. Colby Rasmus goes deep.
Harang doesn't pitch inside often, and he wishes he had that one back, as Colby just really turned on that pitch.
2 home runs for the Cardinals today, 1 for Pujols, and this one off the bat of Colby Rasmus.
Day, question that stamina.
Freeze, base hit into left. Here comes Ludwig. They'll wave him in. Throw by Nix to the plate. It's cut off. There would have been a play at the plate. Run scores to make it 3-0 St. Louis.
And Molina gets all the way to third, so I'm sure that.
Who's now pitching with the Washington Nationals. Rolling, another high fly ball out to center. Rasmus back to the wall. Leaps, and he got it. What a catch from Colby Rasmus. Outstanding play from the second-year man Colby Rasmus in center field, and takes an extra base hit away from
general manager that scores the game for yourself.
Yes, I do.
We like to see that. Albert with a shot to the gap. And gone.
Good play-by-play there, Jim.
So Albert Pujols, thank you, Jim. Thank you, Mo. We'll go back to you guys momentarily, but Albert Pujols, a 3-for-4 day, and he hits his second home run, opposite field line shot. Just clear the wall.
You know, I knew he hit it well, but I didn't think he hit it well enough to carry out.
Molina, high fly ball, deep right field. It's at the wall, and this ball is gone. It's a grand slam. Grand slam for Yadier Molina. The first of his career, just cleared over the wall. And Molina makes this now an 11-4 Cardinal lead. Grand slam, Yadier Molina.
And look at the crowd leave. For the pitch, look at Albert.
One-two pitch.
There you go.
Back to Franklin, flips to Pujols, and the Cardinals have their first win of the 2010 season. 11-6, the Cardinals win it. Post-game show coming up. Big day for Albert Pujols and the Cardinals' first opening day win since 2006. After this timeout, the post-game show. 11-6, our final.
Average.
Freeze, a little liner, base hit into right field. Cardinals lead it 1-0. David Freeze fights off the pitch and picks up his second ribby. So the Cardinals aggressive with the hit and run, and it pays off as Colby Rasmus scores. Ludwig hit to the left side, base hit. Here comes Holiday. He will score, and Rasmus winds up at third. Snuck under the glove of Roland. Cabrera couldn't get to it, and it's 2-0 St. Louis.
He was.
Chance here for Pujols. 2-2 game. Albert, left center. That ball will get down. The Cardinals have the lead. He delivers again. Schumacher will score. 3-2 Cardinals here in the 7th. He is something else. And even Brandon Phillips, Al, after the game on Monday, who's been around now for quite some time with the Reds, was asked, how do you beat the Cardinals?
Well, I know both clubs feel that they can score.
Holiday smokes one into center field. Stubbs back. He'll look up, and it's off the base of the wall. One run is in. That's Brendan Ryan. They're trying to hold up Pujols, but he says, no way, I'm coming home, and he scores. 2-run score. And the Cardinals lead it 5-2. The RBI double by Matt Holliday.
Years of age.
Cardinals had interest in him a couple of years ago. Freese breaks his bat. That'll get down for a base hit. And the Cardinals lead it 6-2. A broken bat by David Freese and a base hit. And he picks up his second RBI. In the air out to right. Ludwig makes the catch on the run. Takes the extra base hit away. And instead of having the tying run coming up at the plate, there's now 2 outs and a runner at first as he snares that bullet in right field. Another line drive into right. Ludwig comes up with it, and the Cardinals win it. And a diving catch from Ryan Ludwig. 2 fantastic plays in right field here in the ninth.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky.
Last 2 at-bats, couple of strikeouts, but a couple of game-saving catches possibly. Back with more in a moment.
Here they come. Runner takes off. The pitch is swung on into left. And this one is not coming back. Holliday was waiting for it, and it's a 2-run home run. And just like that, the Cardinals are within a run. It's 4-3 Brewers.
Dangerous proposition to come inside on the big guys. They tried to come in, and Matt Holliday made him pay.
Plate appearance of the year. Ball and 2 strikes on Stavinoa. And that one's launched. Left field. Ryan Braun looks up, and that one is gone. Nick Stavinoa with a 2-out, 2-strike, 2-run homer. And the Cardinals lead it by a run.
I'm not sure where that pitch was. Almost looked like a curveball. A changeup. He took an awful lot off of. Stavinoa waited back. Knocked it out of here.
Then he gets behind in the count.
And a ground ball through the hole into left field for a base hit. Rounding third is Holliday. Here's Braun's throw to the plate. It's not cut off. The run scores. And Rasmus will go to third base. Sliding in. So an RBI single for Ryan Ludwig. Holliday scoring, and the Cardinals. Ludwig at first. Nobody out. Cardinals looking for the big inning here in the second. And a fly ball hit to left field. See if it stays fair, and it does. It's a home run, 3-run homer by Yadier Molina, and the Cardinals lead it 4-0. Second home run of the year by Molina, who has now driven in 7 runs, and it has turned out to be a big inning for St. Louis.
By not throwing a strike the entire at-bat.
2 balls and a strike. Breaking ball grounded past Escobar into left field. 2 runs will come in for the Cardinals, who now lead it 6-0. And Albert Pujols, with his first hit of the game, has driven in his 5th and 6th runs of the season. The offseason for the Bone Spurs, he missed some time this spring with lower back soreness, as well as Colby Rasmus hits one deep to right field, way back in the upper deck and gone for the home run. Colby Rasmus with his second homer of the year off of the new pitcher, Claudio Vargas, on his first pitch of the game, making his first appearance of the
Course of his career, speaks volumes of his ability.
This should do it. Ryan throws to first, and the game is over as Mott gets the last out. And the Cardinals win it 7-1, and Jaime Garcia with a huge win today. And we'll wrap things up for Milwaukee right after these messages from your local Fox station.
Albert, base hit in the left. Schumacher being waved in. He will score. Now Ludwig caught in a rundown, and Pujols will wind up at second base. Ludwig will be tagged out, and Albert picks up the RBI. And already with 11 so far, and it's 1-0 Cardinals.
Foul territory.
In the air out to center. Rasmus on the move. Going back to make the catch on the track.
Pretty smooth on that.
Same scenario that we saw in the first. Pujols launches one into deep left field. Lee is back at the wall. Goodbye. Home run on opening day here at home for Albert Pujols. 3-run homer.
That's all you needed. Albert needed to face Wandy on a home opener where he hits over 400. Already his 5th home run. 4 RBIs here today.
Ludwig in the air out to deep center field. Bourne is on the move. He's at the track, and it's off the wall. Schumacher being waved in. Ludwig on his way to third with a triple to make it 5-0.
Michael Bourne hit that wall very hard, and not sure if he didn't stun himself as he hit his knee or something in there, but
or his shoulder.
We've had some collisions with a shutout here, a combined shutout.
In the air, out to left. Holiday makes the catch, and the Cardinals win the home opener. 5-0. Big day for Albert, and his 4 RBIs, 3-run homer. Ludwig with 4 base hits, and the Cardinals take the home opener 5-0 over Houston. Last year for Carpenter, a total of 7 home runs, 5 already this year. There's a little check swing to Carpenter and a double play. That'll help. So 1-3 on the double play. And off-speed pitch, lifted into deep left field. Bay is back. Grand slam! Grand slam! Felipe Lopez.
Get a ground ball if he does hit it. Good chance he'll swing through it. Fastball in.
Tied him up and a strikeout. Big strikeout for Blake Hawksworth. And his hard hit, and Freese got it. David Freese takes the extra base hit and 2 RBIs away from Tatis. Castillo, ground ball to short. Lopez there. Cardinals win it. They hold on 4-3 and pick up the 7th win of the year. They're now 7-3, and rightfully so. The game ends with Lopez making the final play.
Good ball game, partner.
It sure was. One swing of the bat,
a difference in
top of the 11th inning. There goes Pagan, and he is caught in a rundown. And he is tagged out by Miller. So all of those throws over pay off.
on the 8th throw to first. They get their man.
Top of the 16th inning, we are scoreless here in St. Louis. The 0-2 from Hawksworth. A call, strike three. So Pagan is stranded on third. And we move to the bottom of the 16th. Top of the order due up for the Cardinals. On first. 2 outs, top of the 17th inning. Right goes. Blanco, a swing and a miss. And the throw is in time.
What a throw! My gosh! Right on.
Something different. Cheering a strike.
Blanco, center field. And the catch is made by the shortstop, Ryan, with his back to home plate.
What a play!
As the hitter.
He swings. Backhanded by Ryan. Long throw across. Pujols off the bag. Valdez on his way to second. And he's out!
How can that happen?
Tagged out by Mather.
How can that happen? Come to a complete stop. He did then.
And Jacobs lifts it into right field. Craig is under it. Lopez gets out of the inning.
I don't believe it.
What could possibly happen next? We'll see following these messages. Valdez swings the bat. Backhanded by Pujols.
Look at this!
Mather covering.
Mather covering. Where? First. What?
That will do it. But the Mets score a run in the top of the 19th. Lead the Cardinals 1-0. Find 1 run on 20 hits. The 1-1 to Molina. And a base hit to right field. Pujols scores. We are tied at 1.
Of course we're tied. Unbelievable.
Yadier Molina with a 2-out single off Francisco Rodriguez. And the Cardinals have their first run. Castillo into left field, long run for Loesch. And he makes the catch. Nice play by Kyle Loesch, straddling the foul line. Win it in 20 innings by the score of 2-1 in 6 hours, 53 minutes. Mike Pelfrey with his first career save. Mets with a run in the 19th and a run in the 20th. The longest win in franchise history.
5 at-bats as a team with runners in scoring position in this game. That's been a problem for them, too, early this year. As Rasmus belts one way back there to right field, and that ball is into the bullpen. This game is tied up. And that's a nice way to snap out of an 0 for 17 slump.
Well, I said this an inning ago, but, the Mets needed to score some more runs because
he said, you swing at everything I throw, no matter where it is. This is a roller to short. Could be 2. There's 1. Schumacher to first. 2. A double play. And right now, after a great start to the season, hits have become scarce for Francoeur. The last 2 days, he's 0 for 9.
Well, remember Schumacher is learning to turn.
Ryan Ludwig. Igarashi came out of the 8th inning in relief of Santana in yesterday's game. Went an inning and a third through 30 pitches. That ball is hammered. Deep left center field. Way back there. Way back. It is gone. Ryan Ludwig sets off the fireworks. A 2-run big fly to break the tie, his first home run this year.
And both times the Cardinals have jumped on the first pitch in these situations. John Maine, fastball down the middle, and Rasmus hit it out. And now Igarashi. And Walt Jocketty was still the general manager here.
Curveball to shortstop. Ryan to first. And the Cardinals have won it on a complete game from Adam Wainwright, who seemingly got better as the game went along. He allowed only 1 hit in his last 7 innings and none after the 5th inning. He retired the last 11 Mets consecutively as he wraps up the victory.
19-game winner last year, has started out 27 innings possible, 24 of them he pitched this year. He's 3-0 so far, 22 Ks.
Cy Young.
With 1 pitch, that would make Don Robinson very happy.
Instead, it's belted deep left field. That one's gone. It got out of here immediately. 2-2 is the score. Holiday's 4th of the season. He was 0 for 16 a couple of days ago. Had a 3-hit night last night. There, he just picked up his teammate, as you just saw. The 3-1. Bouncing ball, middle of the diamond. There's 1. There's 2. Infield is in. Bouncing ball off the glove of LaRoche. A run will score. 3-2 Cardinals.
That'll go as an error.
Wow, over the outside, something part of the corner. It's called strike 3, but he got it.
Unfortunately, what they've got in common is missing a lot of games.
Ground ball into center field. Pujols on around. The throw from Young is not in time. So Qualls has now thrown 21 pitches in this game. And unfortunately for Chad and for the Diamondbacks, the lead is now 4-2. Back and John McGraw in the history of the game. Bouncing ball, Pujols to a knee, to the bag. A tight one is won by the Cardinals. Rodrigo Lopez was very solid tonight, but St. Louis comes in, maybe a little bit fatigued with a 20-inning game and a night game last night as well. But they win it by a score of 4-2. Arizona drops to 5-8. St. Louis is 9-4. It's Quest Diamondbacks Live. It's our post-game show, and it gets started here in just a moment. We'll talk about this one.
I'm sure we'll have a conversation with Justin.
High fly ball, deep right field. That one's gone. Colby Rasmus. And it's 3-0 St. Louis. I'm gonna tell him I'm ready to go. I'm fine.
You gotta love that.
High drive, he hung his slider. It's crushed. It's way out of here. Got it over the pool, up into the walkway, and the St. Louis Cardinals lead it. Colby Rasmus with a long ball. That wasn't the sinker, that was the slider.
Well, he got beat with his second best pitch. And that'll drive a guy nuts.
I agree with you. Hit it hard somewhere.
Might drive somebody in.
Like that. He's not bunting. Down the line it goes. Rattles around in the corner. 6-4 the score. So tonight, for Qualls, it did not hold true. It's been a rough night.
And they did stay with Qualls. you come and get it so hard you might boot it, and then the guy scores anyway, or you might throw it away.
Fastball in on his hands, belted deep right field. Upton looks up, and it's out of here. Wow! Schumacher. How in the world did that ball get out of here? It did, and without a doubt.
It's because he killed it.
He pulled the hands in and spun on that fastball like it was nobody's business. My goodness.
Those guys with short arms like Schumacher.
Deuce is wild. Bouncing ball to third. There is Freeze. The Cardinals win the series over the Arizona Diamondbacks, and they do so with an explosion in the ninth inning. 5 against this Diamondbacks bullpen, and they win it by a score of 9-4. So we'll be back with you on television on Saturday night as the Philadelphia.
First two fundamentals play very, very large in close games.
High and deep to left. Velez gone. Albert Pujols a solo home run. 1-0 Cardinals. His 7th of the year.
A little elevation on the breaking ball.
Smoked into center field. Torres back. He will make the running catch. And it'll end up being a sacrifice fly. 2-0 Cardinals.
And that's the situation like that we're talking about from Molina. He's one of the best in the business. But I tell you right now, that could have been much, much more.
On the ground, and this should do it. And it does. And the Cardinals take the final game.
That's right. First look at the Reds here in St. Louis. Look at this one. Down the left field line, and that ball is gone. Just to the left of Big Mac Lamb. And a long home run for Ryan Ludwig, his 4th of the year.
It's good to see Ryan hit a home run at home. 18 of his 21 home runs last year were on the road, and this year.
3-2 drilled out to left center. This game is tied. Ludwig with 2 RBIs tonight. He'll change spots with Brendan Ryan, and it's 2-2. Well, that's another hard hit ball off his bat. Ball was smoked.
Now he got the pitch
by Escobar, and then a ground out. Molina, base hit into center. 1 run is in. Here comes Holiday. Throw from center is cut off. Cardinals lead it 4-2. Molina delivers again.
If their team do so.
Sure.
Home runs will come when you don't try to hit them.
Lifts it into left center, and this ball will be not caught. Run scores. Molina will stop at third. A diving attempt out there by Cabrera. And it's 5-2 Cardinals.
And just keep it away.
And he got it. Strikeout of Hayward. Miller comes in with the biggest strikeout of the night, and it's time to stretch. 5-4 Cardinals.
Thing out he's calling for.
Loss hits it out to deep left center field. It should stay in the park. It will. Holiday's got it. Cardinals have another win. Win number 13. An eventful finish, but nonetheless, a win. 5-4, St. Louis.
It's got a pretty good pedigree.
1-0 pitch to Pujols. Line back up the middle. That's a base hit. Schumacher will score. Ball scoots away, and Ludwig winds up over at third. Just a rocket off the bat of Pujols.
That was a rocket, and it should be another error charged on the center fielder.
The 2-0. Hold. Fair. Just inside the first base line. Pujols is in. Holiday held up. And Colby has himself an RBI double. Gloss looking at first base in the first base. Phillies over San Francisco by a run. Freeze. Base hit. Down the right field line. 1 run in. Here comes another. Molina winds up at third. David Freese comes through and makes him pay. 6-0 Cardinals.
We talk about David Freese has power to the batting cage beneath.
Many times in the video room, this could end it. 6-4-3. Erlene Bauer, happy birthday. Erlene and Larry here tonight celebrating her birthday, and they'll get a Cardinal win. 6-0. Garcia has seen his ERA drop to 1.04. Mitchell Boggs finishes it off. Kawakami.
Some stick a little longer than others, but
down the right field line, slicing, and it's a home run off the pole in right field. Opposite field home run for David Freese, and his first of the year. The Cardinals lead it 3-0.
Told you, don't worry about it. It'll come. And what a big blow. A 2-out home run, his first one. And then it's a 3-run home run. And how important is it to jump on a team that's struggling?
Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Here comes an 0-1 pitch. Cardinals leading 3-1. That's a base hit. Left field. Colby being rode in. He will score. 4-1 Cardinals. Molina now with 14 driven in. Play here with 2 outs and the bases loaded in the 5th. David Freese. Well hit. Right field. Off the wall. 2 runs in. Here comes another. He clears him. What a day for David Freese. 6 RBIs.
3 for 3, 6 RBIs. And he's got a chance for a couple more. There.
3-2. Look at this. Deep left. And that ball is gone. Home run for Tyler Green.
Well, he had 2 home runs at Memphis. He had 15 last year at Memphis. Tyler Green, we've seen him struggle an awful lot at the major league level, but that will give him a...
Our David Freese is our Budweiser player of the game. Fly ball center field. Rasmus makes the catch. And that's how we finish off a sweep. Rasmus, a diving catch in center. Budweiser player of the game, David Freese, with his 6 RBIs. Wainwright picks up his 4th win. Cardinals their 15th win. First 4-game sweep of the Braves since 1989.
Point. We'll see if this is a thing that can get him back on track this season.
Well, he looks sharp so far. That's hit to Rasmus, who makes the catch. Ooh, that almost snuck over him.
Now that's the toughest play for a center fielder. The line drive right at you. If you're left or right.
Here's a 2-0 pitch. This is well hit. Into right field. At the track. At the wall. Off the top of the wall, and it's a home run. David Freese. His 2nd home run. And it's 1-0 Cardinals. And there he goes again to right field. 1-0 St. Louis.
Right now, his stroke, that's his, that's his power zone out there. So staying longer on. Here's the fastball.
3-2 pitch. Pujols hits it down the left field line. He makes him pay. Into the corner it goes. Schumacher will score. With first base open and a 3-2 count, they pitch to Albert Pujols, and they get burned.
You know, I mean, to me.
2-1 pitch. Holiday. Backhanded by Rowland. From his knees. Oh, and the ball gets away. And Pujols will score. Votto couldn't come up with it. And it's 3-1 Cardinals. Following the double by LaRue.
The curveball.
Base hit. Schumacher gets the Cardinals the lead. A 2-out base hit to left field just over the outstretched arm of Rowland. 4-3 Cardinals here in the 8th. The 0-2 pitch. He got him. Cardinals win it. The strikeout for Ryan Franklin. Win number 16 for the Redbirds.
15 victory. Sure was. Sorry that.
The one where you see it disappear on the foul side of the pole. That made it definitive.
3-2 the count to Chase. And that one is toward right field. It's pretty deep. Backing up is Ludwig to the warning track to the wall. He jumps and he makes the catch. There's no poetic justice whatsoever in that play. Chase up
because you want to swing.
Blanton bunts that one in front of the plate. The throw is a little offline, but it's handled by Ryan, and it turns out to be a 2-6-3 double play. Blanton thought he beat the throw over to first. Ryan does a nice job. Tenured coach in Major League Baseball. Blanton squares, and he bunts it toward the left side. Molina's got to play at third. There's one, and that throw gets away, and it skips up the right field line. Ruiz will stop at third. And they're going to say that Joe Blanton interfered with Albert Pujols, and the inning is over. A late call by the home plate umpire, Andy Fletcher, says that Joe Blanton got in the way of Albert Pujols, interfered. The Cardinals. He's 4 hits as a pinch hitter in 12 at-bats. And he hits one in the air deep to left field. Ibanez going back to the warning track to the wall, and the Cardinals have taken a 2-1 lead. They get 5 hits and 13 at-bats as a pinch hitter, as Stabenoa has his second home run of the season.
And he hung a breaking ball. And he pulled off it and still was able to get to it and hit it out of the ballpark. Well, that's a big guy. But that's what Figueroa hopes he can get here, some of that stuff.
In the air to right center field, that's pretty well hit. Worth is on the run. He's not going to get there. It's over his head. It's off the scoreboard. Schumacher scores. Pujols scores. Here comes Holiday. The throw to the plate is a little late, and it's a 3-run double for Freese. And it's now 5-1 St. Louis. $19 RBIs now for David Hits. Toward left field, not that deep. Coming on is Ibanez. Still coming on. He dives and he traps it. And a run's going to score. An RBI single for Rasmus. He's now 3 for 3. It's his second RBI of the game, and it's 6-1 St. Louis. 1-2 the count. Here comes the pitch from Franklin. And a swing and a foul tip into the glove of Molina, and the ball game is over. Ryan Franklin comes on and picks up the final 2 outs, gets back-to-back strikeouts, and he will save this one for Jaime Garcia, who improves to 3-1 as the St. Louis Cardinals have taken game 1 of their 4-game series with the Phils, and they have won their 18th game of the year. Our Chevrolet player of the ball game, David Freese, who on the heels of being named the National League's player of the week, well, he gets the honor tonight. 2 for 5 with 3 RBIs, and his double was the big blow.
Coming in there, gets him out in front.
0-2 to the right side, that's through, and that means runs. Ludwig scores, Holiday around third, he'll score, and it is 2-0 Cardinals. That error comes back to bite Zach Duke here in the top of the first.
And Zach not thinking about that right now, thinking about that he's a 7th inning out of him tonight.
That's up the middle. And here comes McCutchen. He will gun it to the plate. The cutoff by Jones. He doesn't look behind him. And into second base goes Schumacher. Not exactly what the Pirates had in mind. 2 of 4 against Trevor Miller. in his brief career with a run batted in. Right back to it. They got Andy hung up. McCutcheon getting all the way to third base, trying to take his place there, and down to second is Jones. And they've got 2 outs there, it looks like. The Cardinals are celebrating as though both men are out. That's unbelievable. And John Russell's got to come out and argue this one. How does that happen? Here comes the 3-1. To right field. And this one's going to get down. The Cardinals will score. Boy, what a shame. Not over by a long stretch. We're at the top of the 9th inning, but boy, oh boy, that's a run that shouldn't be. Here on TV. LaRoche goes to right field. It's not going to be enough. Circling underneath it is Ludwig. And the Cardinals escape with a 1-run victory here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Some bizarre happenings here tonight.
All right, this one was up for grabs, Tim. As it turned out, after the starters left, they did a great job. The ball game turned over the bullpen, and opportunities on both sides, and the last one belonged to the Cardinals. They cashed it in, the Pirates didn't, and that's how you come up on the bad end of a 4-3 ball game. Franklin over Meek, that's the decision. Our next telecast of Pirates baseball tomorrow night from right here at PNC Park. The Pirates trying to get even with Tony La Russa's Cardinals.
And now he bats with Ludwig aboard and 1 out here in the 3rd. Straight away center field. Drifting back is Drew Stubbs at the wall. He cannot get it. It's a home run. So the Cardinals, who had gone 9 consecutive games without hitting a home run, going all the way back to May the 3rd in Philadelphia, get a 2-run home run in the 3rd by Pujols to jump in front 2-0. The 2nd straight year the game will be played in Cincinnati. 2nd straight year it's been during the regular season. A sinking liner is caught by Holiday, and it's a 1-2-3 third for Garcia, who's now retired.
Important. Get somebody on so he can drive you in.
Well hit into deep right center field. Bruce at the wall, and that's exactly what we were talking about. Having a guy capable in the 2-hole of hitting it in the seats. And that's what Ludwig does, and it's 4-0 St. Louis. Run at first with 1 out here in the 9th inning. And a ground ball to the shortstop. Starts a game-ending double play. The very first pitch in the at-bat is a 6-4-3 double play to end the game. And the Cardinals win the opener of this 3-game series by a run. 4-3 the final.
I've seen earlier.
A 3-1 pitch. Colby in the right. That's a base hit. Harris comes up firing to the plate. It's cut off. And Holiday scores. A 2-out base hit for the Cardinals center fielder to make it 1-0 here in the 1st.
One of the keys is working seat.
David Freese cranks one into right. It's at the wall. It's at the wall. Ball is loose out there. Freese to second. 2 runs will score. And the rookie diving into 3rd with a triple. 2-run score to make it 3-0. Here's Molina. He fights it off. Base hit. And a run scores to make it 4-0. The 2-out hits. RBIs all coming with 2 outs here in the 1st.
Out on the bat is the sweet part of the bat.
3-2 pitch. Struck him out. Man chase, ball 4. And Mott gets the strikeout. Mike Stavanoa's moved to the on-deck circle. Will we see him? Skip up the middle. Desmond can't get it. Base hit. 6-2 Cardinals. And it's another 2-out RBI. And Pujols comes up with it. Franklin there. Albert takes the base hit away. And that's the ball game. Cardinals hold on 6-2. Great play by Pujols to end the game. Post-game show coming up. That's playing right field tonight. This is well hit into left center field. It's at the track, it's at the wall, and it's a home run. Just over the wall, Felipe Lopez. His second home run of the year. A 2-run homer and a 2-0 Cardinals lead.
How about that?
In the National League. Does have 6 home runs, 22 driven in. Hits it sharply to third. Freese looks him back. Out at second. Out at first and a double play. Wow.
And with Guzman, I mean, at one time he had phenomenal speed, but once Freese committed to throw the ball, you know, you that's a little pop with 3 home runs.
Runners at second and third. Harris strikes out. Strikeout number 5 for Carpenter in on the hands. And a very tough pitch.
Great cutter right there. Is looking for a place to hide.
2 outs and a 1-1 pitch. Ludwig cranks it out to deep left. At the track. At the wall. Out of here. Over the bullpen. And the Cardinals have regained the lead on his 6th home run of the year. 3-2. What a pick-me-up that is.
Brendan Ryan, Skip Schumacher are saying thank you, thank you.
1-0 pitch, lined out to Pujols. The Cardinals hold on for the win. Ludwig provides the heroics with his home run. Franklin to save, and the Cardinals hold on for a 3-2 win. Post-game show coming up.
Everybody's got a little bit of Achilles heel there.
2-2 pitch. Rasmus drives it into deep right center. That ball will get down. To the track it goes. 1 run in. Rasmus on his way to third with a triple. 2-run score. And it's 2-0 Cardinals. Again, the Cardinals have been so good with 2 out. Be a big difference down the stretch.
You mentioned they may not need any help anyway.
Lopez into right center. Drives in Schumacher. And Felipe on his way to third. Uh-oh. Oh, he's in there. Throw had him beat. And Lopez winds up with a triple.
Changed directions on him a little bit.
Ludwig a broken bat. Little flare into right. And that drops in for a hit. Goodness. Rivera couldn't come up with it. And we're tied up at 4. Extends the inning to Holiday.
And then they'll move over and they'll start asking questions. But most of these guys today, I guess,
Brad Kelly, deep left, grand slam, for Brad Kelly. Did you tell know how to swing the bat, too?
He's getting the most out of that, too.
Oh, yeah. How about that home run draw?
You know, I've had discussions with a lot of guys, baseball people, about a ball that you just get over first. He came back.
Lopez to deep right. And that ball is a home run. Back to back. Bob, he came out for the curtain call, and most people were watching that, and Lopez gets it out. I don't know if you can leave. You're a good luck charm now. And backhanded by Freeze. Settles. Throws. Out. Cardinals win it 9-5. They'll take game one over the Angels. It comes at a price, though. Brad Penny was hurt. We'll hear more about that coming up on the postgame show. We got the Hunger Award.
Into left. Holiday coming across. Here's Rasmus. 4-2.
We have two very good hitters on this team with two strikes. And Rasmus and Freeze and Monique.
To the right side. We're going to have a play at the plate. In time, no. Down at second, safe. And Freeze has tied it up here. David Freeze with the shot to the right side. Pujols. Here's a long one, and the Cardinals are going to win it. Grand slam. No, did it hit the wall? It's not a grand slam, but the Cardinals are going to win it 6-5. Whoop. Well, that was a shot. Nobody out there in no man's land. And a big celebration for the fans who have remained here this afternoon as the Cardinals get the victory and finish this homestand with 5 wins against 2 losses and take over first place in the Central Division. Player of the game, David Freeze. What an afternoon he had, both with the bat and in the field.
Oh, he was spectacular today, and Lopez is the hero, but David Freeze was awesome all day long.
Cardinals win 10 innings, 6.
2 fire sales after their World Series.
Brendan Ryan out to deep left. It's at the track. It's at the wall. Goodbye. He's 3 for 3 and his first home run. Brendan Ryan. In front of family and friends here today, Brendan Ryan. The last 3-hit game that he had. He also had a home run that day. It's against the Cubs. There goes one. Look at this. Out to left and, oh goodness, off the facade of the second deck. Pujols with number 9. And that's RBI number 31. That got out in a hurry.
That's what we're accustomed to seeing and what all these Cardinal fans have been waiting for. I think it's in the strike zone. Take off.
That is a fair ball just over the bag and down into the corner. Venable will have to dig it out. Schumacher takes a peek, and now he's on his way over to third with a triple. A 2-out triple by Skip Schumacher. Picks up the RBI. And that makes it a 4-0 Cardinals lead. 1-0 pitch. Ludwig, base hit into right. 2 runs will score, and it makes it 8-3.
3-hit game for Ludwig. (25-20). They're in second place.
And a grounder. Ryan to his left, spinning to first, and out. Oh, what a play! And the Cardinals salvage a game in this series on a tremendous finish.
Defensive play to end it.
3 hours, 20 minutes, and the Cardinals win it 8-3. It's off to Chicago.
Franchise record wins. And a base hit. They're going to get 2. So 3 batters into the game. The Cardinals lead 2-0. Well, that didn't take long.
Well, they're not.
An 11-1 loss. Only just 2 innings in that game. Base hit number 5. This time it's Colby Rasmus. Pujols is in. Proved a lot at the plate. He hit .216 in 2006. Another hit. And at least one more is in. Jose Oquendo is going to send Rasmus. And Molina has a 2-run double. 6 consecutive hits and 5 runs with still nobody out. Runners go on the 3-2. Strike him out, throw him out. Double play. So Molina now better than 50% on the year. And that was almost a gimme for a third scoreless. Actually 8 1/3 after that first inning in which the starter didn't get it out. Nady back and out of room. So the first runs given up by the pen today come in the 9th inning as Ryan Ludwig hits his 7th homer of the season, and it's 7-1. High fly ball to left. This will do it. Holiday underneath, and the Cardinals get the first of 15 meetings between these two longtime rivals. They jumped all over Randy Wells in the first inning.
Thought was, what else are you thinking about? Albert with a long one to left. And it is gone. That's a street ball, boys and girls. Whoa, what a shot. Very little wind here this afternoon, but a light wind blowing toward left. Up the middle. Here comes Ramirez. The throw is not in time. Yes, it is. Whoa! He got him on the back just before he touched the plate. What a terrific play. First of all, a throw from Jay, but then what a terrific play by Young. On the ground.
About a 6-4-3.
6-4-3 it is. Double play. And that ends a big threat by the Cubs. Up the middle. 2-0 St. Louis. RBI number 24 for Ludwig. Here's another one. Is it going to stay fair? Yes, it's gone. Another booming shot out onto Waveland, and the Redbirds go up 4-0 here. Albert, like the weather, is heating up, ladies and gentlemen. Woo. And it's out into right. Ludwig is being waved home. Here's the play. He is there. Drug that hand across the plate.
Did not see a call by the home plate umpire.
He never made one.
I still don't think he's made one. I wonder if they go into the dugout.
A shot into center field. Going back. Gone! Glad you didn't bet on it. But was that something? That is his 12th home run.
And you want to see Molina start to hit. You want to see Rasmus start to hit. And how about this?
Freeze with a long one. And it is out of here. David's 4th home run of the year. And more 2-out RBIs for David Freese. Man, oh man.
Now the Cardinals have now scored 9 runs with 2 outs. Every one of their rally. Ton of RBIs, runs scored.
Popped up. Freese has it. And the Birds take 2 out of 3 here at Wrigley on this Memorial weekend. And are 3-3 on the road trip to San Diego and Chicago. 9-14-0, 1-7-1. A big day for the Birds.
This finale came with 2 outs.
That's great when you can do it. Boy, it just demoralizes an opposition.
And there's a base hit to right. That'll score Jaime Garcia. Lopez rounds second, headed to third. And to play at third, he's safe. And Ludwig takes second base. Good base running for the Cardinals. And another 2-out hit for Ryan Ludwig.
Two hits in the last 4 games.
Swung on and it's fair. Inside the bag at third. Lopez scores. Ludwig scores. And the Cardinals lead 4-3.
I like the strategy now.
But sometimes you do the right thing, and it doesn't. Which is if he will take his turn as he's on deck. This ball hit to the first baseman. Bad hop, and it gets into right field. And Skip Schumacher has driven in Kobe Rasmus with the 5th Cardinal run of the afternoon.
We have those. You're going to have a crooked number in there on top of it.
Lopez hits this ball hard in the right center field gap, and it is down and up against the wall. 1 run scores. Here comes Garcia. 2 runs score. And the Cardinals lead 7-3. The 2-1 to Rasmus is hit on the ground and into the hole in the right field. Another base hit for Rasmus, and that will score David Freese with the 8th Cardinal run of the afternoon. They lead 8-3. Rasmus comes through again, and he's had a 2-hit afternoon.
Been on base 3 times now. 2 hits, 21st RBI.
Struck out the side in Houston as a Cardinal pitcher in one of the most dominating innings I have ever seen. There's a ball inside the bag and into the corner. John Jake comes through again as 2 runs score, and the ball is lost underneath the stands down the right field line. And it's going to go as a ground rule double, which will send Schumacher back to third. And the fans not happy about that, but a smart play by the right fielder, Jay Bruce.
That's the first time we've seen that happen as they got underneath the padding and like to return the favor.
And here's a fly ball to center field. This should do it. Rasmus takes care of it. 99-mile-an-hour fastball from Mitchell Boggs. And the Cardinals are a winner. 12-16-1 for the Redbirds as they win game one of the
liner and a double play. Cardinals needed that. Ryan charging in. Double play. No score after a half inning.
Going to pick somebody blind. Steal off the pitcher. Catcher has no shot. But
Ryan out to left. This will be caught. No, it won't. It goes over his head. They misplayed it. Gomes in left. A huge mistake. Here comes Molina. He will score, and the Cardinals grab an early 1-0 lead.
fastball. Carpenter's being Carpenter.
2-0 pitch, a broken bat, and this may drop, and it will. That's a fair ball. Molina will score. Ludwig a blue base hit to make it 3-0. That may have been right on the line.
Inside the line, just ever so slightly.
Here's a 3-2 from Carpenter. That's an out. And Rowland could not avoid it. It's an out. And the runners back to the bag.
Cardinals really catch a break because the runner at third obviously would have scored. He has to go back to third base.
A 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Gomes a swing and a miss. He's now 0 for 7 with 5 strikes.
High with 3 walks last night. He's walked twice here tonight.
Hits this out to deep left. At the track, at the wall. Carey. It's out of here. Solo home run for Matt Holliday. 6th of the year. 4-1 Redbirds. And we have a winner in our long drive inning sweepstakes. Congratulations to Grant Sheed, our winner in the Hyundai long drive sweepstakes. We'll see you at the end of the year, Grant.
And probably has, and definitely has more weapons than the other two.
Cardinals win. Strikeout of Rowland. 4-1 the final. Carpenter picks up the win. He's 7-1. The Cardinals pour out from the dugout. They are tied now with Cincinnati at 31-23. Here's the 0-1. Lifted into deep right. Hard back. Goodbye. 2-run homer, Kobe Rasmus. 4-0 Cardinals.
Talking about all night how many pitches he was seeing. Well, he didn't take that long to center one of them. Kobe hits his 9th home run.
And grounded out to third, back in the 5th.
Robbed by Escobar.
Sure was. That's hit into left center field. Run over, won't get it. That'll go to the wall. Ludwig being waved in. He will score, and this will make it a 5-0 Cardinals lead.
Eight-game hitting streak now for Holiday.
2 outs, 2 on. Ludwig. Fair. Into the left field corner. Wainwright scores. Here comes Lopez. He will score. Ludwig drives in 2.
Timeout. He's that good.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fielder strikes out. That's the ball game. Complete game for Adam Wainwright. Cardinals win it 8-0. His first career complete game shutout.
Well, it's eluded him a couple times, but not tonight.
Seasons. He is in front of Lou Gehrig, and the names in front of him on that list are some of the all-time greats. Here's one into left center field. At the wall, Pujols goes deep, 2-1 St. Louis. Home run number 13 for number 5. Dave Bush taking his start. Here's a 2-1 pitch. And a fly ball into right center field that was cracked at the wall. It's at the base of the wall. 2 runs are going to score, and Colby Rasmus is heating up. 4-1 St. Louis in the first. Fly ball well hit into right. Back is Ludwig at the wall. This ball is caught by Ryan Ludwig in right, 2 out.
Center field who's got a hose. Obviously we saw what Jimmy Edmonds did early on in the game, throwing out Holiday, trying to go for 2.
Here's a base hit into right. Here comes Aaron Miles. Jim Edmonds can't make a throw. Cardinals win in 11.
The 3-1. Lifted into left center field. Chasing is Connor Jackson over his head. Up against that wall. Connor takes a spill but opts right back up. Trading places. Schumacher, Holiday, St. Louis, 1-0.
Well, they had a lot of job, a lot easier for Yadier Molina. Now all it takes is a ground ball to make it a 2-0 game.
And he does with a ground ball into center field, much like his big brother. He has grown into a clutch hitter, Yadier Molina, just a .249 overall hitter, but he knows what to do when it's up and over the wall. Fair enough.
And I agree with you as far as the sportsmanship's concerned with Jim Joyce and Galarraga. That one's driven.
Will the ballpark hold it? It will not. It is a 3-run home run. Rodrigo Lopez beside himself. Brendan Ryan races on around, and for Ryan, coming in hitting .200 with just 1 home run this season. He picked on a breaking ball, and if I'm not mistaken, a breaking ball that was up. It is 5-1. With a double and 3 RBIs. The bases are full of Diamondbacks. Roberts represents the winning run. He hits that one on a line to center field. There to put it away is Rasmus. So Arizona rallies, and they come up short. The final score, the St. Louis Cardinals win the opener, and it was a tough one with regard to Rodrigo because he was good early. 5-2 the final score, and Franklin locks it down. The Cardinals win game 1 of this series. Let's get on out to the post-game show. Todd and Joe, let's roll, gentlemen. Go.
Wide out there, especially you pitch behind, then you feel like you got to make a perfect pitch.
Down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It's gone. Cardinals on top 3-2. Ludwig with number 11.
Like a pretty good move now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Wainwright slid across the plate.
And 2 runs scored. David Freese alertly winds up at second, and Colby launches one. Right center. Adios. 2-run homer for Colby Rasmus.
His 12th home runs and RBIs, 31-32. League record during interleague play.
Got him. Cardinals hold on for the win, 9-3. Big night for Ludwig and Pujols. Lineup changes pay off. 9-3, our final postgame show coming up.
Wide out there, especially you pitch behind, then you feel like you got to make a perfect pitch.
Down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It's gone. Cardinals on top 3-2. Ludwig with number 11.
Like a pretty good move now, don't it?
Yeah.
Wainwright slid across the plate.
And 2 runs scored. David Freese alertly winds up at second, and Colby launches one. Right center. Adios. 2-run homer for Colby Rasmus.
His 12th home runs and RBIs, 31-32. League record during interleague play.
Got him. Cardinals hold on for the win, 9-3. Big night for Ludwig and Pujols. Lineup changes pay off. 9-3, our final postgame show coming up.
Knowing that there was going to be a firestorm when he hired him this winter.
Long drive left field. Yadier Molina sends Lewis to the warning track, and this ball is out of here. A first pitch home run for Yadier Molina. His 3rd home run of the season has put the Cardinals out in front 1-0.
Brett Cecil doesn't give up a lot of home runs. This is just the 7th home run that he has given up. But Molina not wasting any time. The first pitch that he sees.
An 8 RBI.
Little league numbers.
Long drive left field. This ball is hit a ton, and Matt Holliday has just gone deep. Continues to swing a hot bat in the 2 spot in the lineup. His 11th home run of the season. We are tied at 2-all.
There is a reason why Tony La Russa likes to have power in that number 2 spot. Walking people. Went right after him.
Left field line, that's going to be trouble. That is a fair ball. Randy Wynn comes in to score. Holliday headed for second base. The throw is cut off. Matt Holliday is a perfect 3 for 3. He's driven in 2 runs here this evening. The ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Line drive down the left field line. That will go off the glove of Fred Lewis. Matt Holliday comes around third. He'll score. Albert Pujols will stop at third. And the Cardinals have come up with 2 2-out runs here in the 5th. Tough to get through this part of the order unscathed.
A lot of production.
Change up back up the middle. That should score 2. Pujols comes in. Right behind him is Ryan Ludwig. And the Cardinals have scored 4 runs here, all with 2 outs in the 5th. Long drive right field. Rasmus has just hit a 2-run home run. His 14th of the season. Cardinals lead back up to 4 runs.
Home runs have played a big part in this game for both. He has given up just 1 hit to a left-hander this year.
Lopez, long drive left field. Fred Lewis watches it sail out of the ballpark. Felipe Lopez, the fourth Cardinal home run tonight, his fourth of the season. Cardinals have come in here and really hit the long ball. 4 home runs tonight. Felipe Lopez, number 4. Off the end of the back, shortstop Ryan, second base for 1. Lopez back to first, double play. The Cardinals end up this game on a nifty double play. 6-4-3 double play. McCollum gets it. Matt Holliday with the big night at the plate. 3 for 5 with a home run and 2 RBIs. Cardinals win the opener 9-4. Stay tuned for Connected. Alex Gonzalez rips it to first pitch. Brendan Ryan to second for 1. Lopez to first, double play. Carpenter erased the base hit on 1 pitch. Ryan quickly to Lopez. Easy double play.
Yeah, you couldn't roll it out there any easier for the middle infielders.
A 3-2 count. 2 out from Kevin Craig. Line drive, base hit left field. Randy Wynn comes in and scores the first run of the game. A 3-2 breaking ball, and Holliday stays hot.
Before that series that they played.
Ground ball to third. Freeze to second. Lopez for 1. Back to Pujols, double play. Sharply hit, but right at the third baseman. Gonzalez hits into a double play for the second time tonight.
Franklin Mick
tonight. Right to Pujols. That'll do it. Brian Franklin comes out of the bullpen to pick up the save for Chris Carpenter. Carpenter improves to 9-1. Matt Holliday drove in the only run of the ball game. His 36th. Cardinals have won the first 2 games of this series. Stay tuned for Connected.
3-0 on Pujols. Albert rips it down the left field line. Fair into the corner. 2-0 Cardinals. Lopez scores. On 3-0, Pujols swinging away. 2-run lead for St. Louis here in the first.
Not having any that was coming back in 3 weeks.
There's a liner out to left in Holliday. Late break, but makes the catch.
Nice play right there. Is fooled a little bit. That ball might have been knuckling on him, but it's sinking quickly, and he comes up with the play. So
base hit into right. The run will score, cuts the lead to 5-3. And in steps Albert. Lopez, a 2-hit night. And that is RBI number 18 to go along with a run scored. Juan Gutierrez in second. Nobody out. 2-run lead. Barehanded, throw to third, they threw it away. Run will score. Ryan to third. Wainwright lines up at second as Garcia scores to make it 5-4. Almost turned out to be a fantastic play by Howman, but he threw it away.
Right there, see how far off the line he is. So
1-1 pitch to Schumacher. Hits it to LaRoche, who bobbles, comes to the plate. They throw it away. Here comes Wainwright. The Cardinals will win it. Arizona throws it around here in the ninth, but they throw away a win. The Cardinals come back to win it.
It would appear to be a sure defeat and turn into a victory. As you said, they just couldn't field their position, and more appropriate, they couldn't throw anybody out.
LaRoche may have bobbled it, and in doing so, he threw it away.
We got a lot of local kids from O'Fallon, Miles Quintal, and Matt Linder from DeBoer, who won the state. And oh boy.
Pujols, and it's 2-run lead. Look at that. Crushed. He's pretty good, Mike.
Yeah, you just got to stop talking when that happens.
You had a chance to play with this guy. And
Jane and Tom celebrating their anniversary today.
Pujols, right center. And that ball is off the top of the wall. It got over the wall, and it's a home run. His second of the night. It's another 2-run homer. It's all Pujols tonight. It's added up to a 4-0 lead.
And that may tie him with Stan Musial for the Cardinals 2 years ago. Had the late January shoulder surgery last year.
Pujols hits it down the left field line. Fair ball. Into the corner it goes. Lopez digging for third. They'll wave him in. Lopez play at the plate. He's in there. 5 RBIs tonight for Pujols. And he winds up at third.
Well, 8 strikes, but not Salas.
Swing and a miss, and the Cardinals win it. The Redbirds, by virtue of the Cincinnati loss and a win tonight, jump back into first place in the National League Central Division here on June 29th, and it's win number 43 on the year. We've got the post-game show coming up. Big night offensively for Albert. 8-0 our final.
Pujols hits one to right center. A long run for Michael Bourne. That's in the gap and picked up on a bounce on the warning track. And Rasmus comes around to make it 1-0. RBI double for Pujols. 62nd, and the third baseman stationed on the grass. He smashes one by the shortstop Sanchez for an RBI single and a 2-0 Cardinal lead. He hit it hard through the left side for his 20th run batted in. From the Houston bullpen, Jay on deck. Sampson's a right-hander. Deep drive to left field. That'll go a long way. Banged it off the 45-year logo, and a 3-run homer for Holiday, number 15 of the season, giving him 47 runs batted in. The Cardinals lead it 5-0.
And again, it's a picture poison situation there. And I remember Phil Garner used to get criticized in situations where he'd pitch to Pujols and beat everybody. You can't let Pujols beat you. And I'm not saying that this is the.
Astros hoping to avoid surgery with him. Meanwhile, Dago gets a shot out of the bullpen. Fly ball hit way back. Michael Bourne is out of room. That one's up on the Conico pump for a 2-run homer for Albert Pujols. Number 21 for Pujols, giving him 64 runs batted in. Eight to nothing Cardinals as Pujols almost bangs it off the Conico pump way up 4. Fly ball to left center. Holiday moving, and Jay is there as well. Jay has it. And that's a shutout win. Adam Wainwright going to 13-5, combining with Kyle McClellan on a 6-hit blanking of the Astros. And the Cardinals take this one. Final score, Cardinals 8, Astros nothing.
Since June the 4th, 4.
Win. Base hit. Inside the first base line. Into the corner it goes. 1 run is in. Holiday coming in. Win on his way to third with a 2-out triple. Games they played in. World Series games and an All-Star game. Molina, 2-out base hit into right. 3-0 Cardinals. That's when you know he's starting to come back. Is when he takes that pitch to right out.
Well, that is his natural weight. You want to live on the corners.
Base hit out to left. This is Paul. His throw to the plate. Short. Cut off. Schumacher scores. 4-0 St. Louis.
It'll be our first look at.
This might be the time you see a hit and run with Molina.
Swing the bat well, but that is the way to get a guy going.
Molina drives it into deep left. At the track. It's at the wall. It's out of here. A two-run homer for Yadier Molina. Fourth of the year. RBIs 35 and 36. First 2 games back from the break, he looks like a different hitter. To Belliard. Got him. Called third strike, and the Cardinals have taken the first 2 against the Dodgers. Big night for Molina. Big night for the Redbird offense. 14 hits. They win it 8-4. Half game out of first. Back with more in a moment.
Down the line in left. All the way into the corner. Ryan will score. Here comes Jay. 4-2. Craig delivers. He now has 4 RBIs.
Big league. Ground ball doesn't produce an RBI. Otherwise, it'd be 4-3.
Into right field. Coming home. Alan Craig. 4-3. Second, safe. The Cardinals have come back to tie this game at 4. Another RBI for Craig.
And there's another hero for.
Into right field. On the run, Ethier. He can't get it. Jay scores, and the Cardinals have come from behind to win it. The Redbirds come back from oblivion with a bit of a short lineup. The final is 5-4.
And plenty of Cardinal heroes. The last one, Matt Holliday, the All-Star. Wow, what a game here this afternoon. The fans have absolutely loved this game.
Letting those muscles kind of stretch out, then you got to build up the arm strength.
This is hit into deep right. Worth is back, looks up. It's off the wall. No, it's over the wall. A home run for Randy Wynn. And how about Wynn back-to-back nights? And it's 2-0 St. Louis.
Looked like that ball might have gone right off.
Here's a 1-2. Hit a top. Left center. Goodbye. 2 walks and then a 3-run bomb off the bat of Matt Holliday.
First home run in the second half, 17 on the year. RBI total up to 56, and no doubt about it. Earl Weaver would be proud of that one. Couple walks, and I know you're always prepared to stick around to the very final pitch or out.
He got it. Cardinals win it 7-1. Winning streak just keeps on rolling. It's up to 7. Stay with us. Post-game show coming up. Cardinals win it 7-1.
Home plate. So a leadoff triple for Jay. They're in on the corners now for the Cubs as Skip Schumacher lifts one into shallow center field. It'll drop for a base hit. And Jay is in to score as the Cardinals take a 1-0 lead.
Here's one of the situations where the 8th place hitting pitcher bunted the runner over to get to a 196 hitter who drives the ball up the middle, gets an RBI.
In to score on the play is Schumacher. And the Cardinals lead 2-0.
Well, hitting your pitcher 8th is not designed for that, but it worked out that way. It's designed so that they'll be lock into anything but the game we're doing, Dan.
Understood. 3-1 to Pujols, and he swings and drives one. Deep left field and gone. Pujols ties the game.
Well, he's searching for that swing. The best time to break out something you're working on in practice is when it's 3-0.
Sharply hit to short. There's one. And the inning is over on the double play where the Cubs had a chance. Couldn't cash it in. Still tied. Fastball throws him. And the Cubs leave him loaded. Franklin outguesses Bird. And we're going to the 11th. To decide they're in it because there's been talk that they could be Sellers, Ted Lilly, somebody like that. High and deep to right field. Got a chance. It's gone.
You can hit a fastball.
Felipe Lopez has given the Cardinals the lead.
Fastball hitter that when thrown a breaking ball
all night long. Another installment of one of baseball's great rivalries is over right now. The Cardinals win it. They hang on and escape, salvaging the final game of this series. The Lopez home run in the top half of the 11th inning holds up. As St. Louis picks up a win in the final game of this series, they move a half game ahead of Cincinnati for top spot in the National League Central with a 4-3 win here tonight.
The opportunity with the extra inning win for the Cardinals created by a battle by Carpenter.
Tonight's Chevrolet player of the game, Felipe Lopez, his 2-out home run in the top of the 11th inning gave the Cardinals the lead, and eventually would it be enough for them to hang on and win by.
So here's Holiday running a 12-game hitting streak, and he gets under one to left field. Pagan back to the warning track near the wall, and it's out of here. Wow, did that ball carry? Matt Holiday with his 19th home run of the year, a 2-run shot, and the Cardinals go up 2-0.
That was like Francoeur's ball last night. I didn't think had a chance to get out of here. The flags are blowing here. They're blowing out to left.
It's a warm, humid night in New York, and the ball carried.
Connection. Maybe I should use the spotlight for that. There you go.
Again, the 3-2, and a ground ball toward the middle. Reyes can't get it. It's into center field. 2-run score, and it's 4-0 St. Louis. Garcia with a long turn at bat. Reyes unable to knock that ball down. He could have at least tonight. Broken bat grounder. Wright will have to hurry. It double clutches and loses the play, and it costs a run. 5-0 St. Louis. An infield hit for Schumacher as against Arizona. R.A. Dickey will go tomorrow.
Well, the same thing happened to the Cardinals.
Up the middle and a base hit for Lopez. Around third comes Garcia. He heads on in. 6-0 St. Louis. Lopez with his second hit of this opening inning drives in his 28th run.
The last one.
Now it's 3-1 to Holiday. And he lines one the other way. That's an extra base hit, skidding into the corner. Jay will score easily. Pujols to third. They'll be held up there by Jose Oquendo. It's an RBI double for Matt Holliday. His third run batted into the night. And now it's 7-2 St. Louis.
Smart hitting. Doubles here.
There goes Reyes. Molina's throw right on target. And Reyes is out at second base.
What a throw.
He is the best. Yadier Molina limping off. 1-1 to Pujols. Hit hard, base hit, and that'll bring home the lead run. Schumacher is in to score, and the Cardinals lead at 8-7. Pujols with his third hit of the night drives in his 71st run of the season.
Well, as I said, they had two ways to go.
And Reyes pops it up. In comes Holiday to call. And the ball game is over. The Cardinals win it in 13 innings. Albert Pujols with the game-winning hit after the Mets came from 6 runs down to tie. And the Mets have now lost for the 20th time in their last 30 games.
And again, the Mets bullpen, after Santana gave up those 6 runs in the first inning, he gave up one more later, went 7 to third, only gave up 1 earned run, and it cost the Mets the victory.
Well, the Mets had a lot of fight in the night. They were down to 4 in the 8th. The tie fought back into this game. A lot of opportunities in extra innings. No one cashes in. And
wide out there, especially you pitch behind, then you feel like you got to make a perfect pitch.
Down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It's gone. Cardinals on top 3-2. Ludwig with number 11.
Like a pretty good move now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Wainwright slid across the plate.
And 2 runs scored. David Freese alertly winds up at second, and Colby launches one. Right center. Adios. 2-run homer for Colby Rasmus.
His 12 home runs and RBIs 31-32. League record during interleague play.
Got him. Cardinals hold on for the win, 9-3. Big night for Ludwig and Pujols. Lineup changes pay off. 9-3, our final postgame show coming up.
That one is absolutely crushed. Left field and deep and gone. A blue cedar in one of the deepest, darkest reaches of this ballpark. Albert Pujols now has homered 5 of his last 6.
You never know in that 9th inning how the inning goes if Hanley does get the out on that routine play.
Holiday hits a fly ball tailing towards the line. Stanton in full flight won't get it. Into the corner it goes. Holiday trucking into second. A run will score. Jay is across. And Matt Holiday has his 28th double of the season. Drives in his 66th run. And the Cardinals stretch their training with the Marlins in their bullpen. Duncan trying to get him straightened out. That ball's hit well to left field. Morrison goes back to the wall, bounces off the wall and bounces by him, back towards the infield. And it's going to be an RBI double for Brendan Ryan, and it's 5-0.
Well, doubles in this inning by guy.
It's either been Chris Coughlin or Logan Morrison. Well, that one's out of the infield and into the gap. Bonifacio cuts it off. Jay's around first. Boney's throw is not in time. And the Cardinals are knocking Ricky Nolasco around the ballpark. 6-0.
Yeah, a lot of Cardinal fans, a lot of John Jay fans.
Pujols 30. Oh, he smacks that one into the corner. Wow. That's going to score Jay. Pujols pulls in. Another RBI. Another extra base hit. Get 25 doubles to go with 28 homers. And now 8. But in the Central, you've got 4 teams under 500. Brewers, Astros, Cubs, and Pirates. And this will put a cap on a brilliant night for Adam Wainwright. His 5th complete game of the season. A real gem here in South Florida. A big hug from his catcher. That was something to watch, Tommy. You know, not overpowering in terms of swings and misses, but just a master craftsman at work.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting. Coming into this year, Adam Wainwright did not have a shutout. He had a number of complete games, not many, just 3. So he's had more complete games. And
Carpenter looked a little bit upset. Brendan Ryan delayed Carpenter getting a chance to pitch because he asked for his glove to be switched for whatever reason. And right after the inning, Chris Carpenter summoned Brendan Ryan down the tunnel. And 20 or 30-second lecture. Never mind, Ryan didn't say anything. He barely blinked during that time.
Yeah, and we know
more here. And he'll get one. Base hit through the right side. Jay will score. Pujols to second. 1-0 Cardinals.
Inside on his hands and still go the other way with it.
Rasmus with a base hit into center field. Pujols rounding third and heading home. The throw from Edmonds a little bit wide and not in time. Pujols slides into the Cardinals lead 2-0.
Anish unable to complete what was a very difficult play.
Now Schumacher, and he swings at the first pitch and sends a drive to deep left center and gone. Skip Schumacher with a grand slam to blow it open. American ballpark, all the life out of the ballpark. There goes the runner from first, and the 3-2 is lined into left, a base hit. Lopez will score. Jay will stop at second. RBI single Pujols. 7-0 Cardinals.
Albert Pujols and Yonder Molina are the best in the league at doing that.
The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at the curveball. The tag applied, and the game is over. The Cardinals take the first game of this series 7-3 and now sit 1 game back of the Cincinnati Reds.
Well, the Cardinals come in down 2 games to the Cincinnati Reds. A lot of buzz in this town, and make a statement with a big inning, scoring 7 runs in the 4th, and Carpenter pretty much took it from there.
And that's what Carpenter can do. When you give him a lead, you can't afford to give Carpenter any type of lead because he can shut you down throughout the entire game. And he did so. And then
second in innings pitched and second in ERA.
And look at this. Right away, Molina and Phillips. Bench is clear. Here come the bullpens.
Well, this is what baseball's all about, Dan.
And Tony La Russa, Dusty Baker right in the middle of it.
It's not the first time, is it?
Nope. There's Jim Edmonds down there as well.
I noticed that Scott Rowland was one of the one that grabbed Molina. Carpenter.
Now Carpenter getting into it.
Really trying to hold him off.
Don't get hurt. Look at this.
Well, most of them are trying to separate it, but this is where you do get stepped on.
Don't get hurt.
There's some punches in there now.
Miller is tied up with Billy Hatcher right there. Scott Rowland in the middle of it too.
Yeah, but Scotty's trying to be a peacemaker. I mean, he had grabbed Molina earlier. I think he was trying to control Carpenter. That's one way to get a bigger crowd. Duncan in the middle of it. Jim Edmonds has got Duncan.
Three-two pitch. Molina hits it out to deep left field. At the track, it's at the wall. How about that? How about that? Molina, a home run. Brandon Phillips left staring at him as he goes around the bags.
Yachty trying not to show too much emotion as he went around first. Tried to throw his arm up, but then kind of thought twice about it. But you get around.
Here's the 0-2 to Holiday. Hung it. Hit down the left field line. That is trouble. It's off the base of the wall. Gomes can't get a handle on it. Relay to the plate is not in time. Holiday delivers to make it a 3-2 St. Louis lead.
And Albert ran through a stop sign at third and got away with it again. There's a poor relay throw. Albert is just obsessed with scoring.
He's had a good night with 2 hits. Colby pulls it fair. Past Votto. Into right. Holiday will score. And it's misplayed at right. Colby is flying around second. On his way to third. He'll stop right there.
Heisey tried to barehand it down in the right field corner and missed it. Rarely will you ever see an outfielder try to do that.
At right here. Base is loaded. First pitch. Ground ball left side, base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes John Jay. Throw to the plate. Not in time. They missed the cutoff. And Pujols advances. And now Holiday on his way to second. Throw to the plate. Save. 3-run score. Crazy game. Crazy play.
Wow.
Hits the night, doesn't it?
Boy, is Cincinnati just kicking the ball around, and the Cardinals are taking advantage of it. First, the clutch hitting of Holiday. Scores 2. Or he'll fire a strike.
2-1 pitch. Phillips, ground ball for the second consecutive night. He ends it. Last night a strikeout. This time he grounds out to second. The Cardinals have taken the first 2 and find themselves in first place. Tomorrow at 11, pregame show 11:30. A battle for first between the Reds and St. Louis Cardinals. And it's Wainwright and Arroyo. A couple of veterans tomorrow will come your way at 11. Pre-game show. Lots to talk about coming up on the post-game. Stay with us right here on Fox Sports Midwest. Hands on their feet. .3-2 is hit out to deep center field. At the track, at the wall, grand slam! They've done it again. Grand slam, Colby Rasmus. 4-0 St. Louis. His 19th of the year.
I said that it may be enough, just 1 run. Wainwright is 15-0.
Up the middle, little chopper, base hit for Yadier Molina. Holiday will score. It's a 5-run St. Louis lead. Molina with RBI number 43. Watch out, Brandon. Other side, base hit. A base hit for Schumacher.
Ryan Price, the pitching coach, out to talk to his young right-hander who's given up his first. They did win one category.
Chopped right side. Schumacher to Franklin. It's a sweep in Cincy. Cardinals in first place all by themselves. 6-1 the final. Cardinals 1 game ahead. 2 hours and 49 minutes following the rain delay. The Cardinals hold on. And it's win number 64 for the Redbirds in a sweep in Cincy.
Cincinnati in a game here tonight, with the exception of the starting pitcher. That's the first time.
Look at this. Center field. At the track. At the wall. Out maxes it to be back at home. Pujols connects. Number 29.
Second in the National League in home runs, first in RBIs. 5 away from 400 in his career. He's hit the most home runs the first 10 years of a career, up and down 395.
Holiday reaches for it, hits it out to left center. This game is at least tied. Pujols on his way to third, held up there. RBI double for Holiday. 2-2.
You know, the Marlon Byrd was shading him a little bit to right.
0-2 the count. Jay, center field, base hit. He comes through with a 2-out RBI. Extends the inning to Pujols, who is 2 for 2, and it makes it a 4-2 St. Louis lead. First run for 9, 16 games above the 500 mark. Ground ball, this should do it. Schumacher is there. To Albert. Cardinals take game 1 of the weekend series against the Cubs. Post-game show coming up.
Second time through the order this time, though. Wynn hits it deep to right field. And the former Giant takes Lincecum out. Not what you expect from Randy Wynn. Yeah, he does not have much speed at all. He really picks his spots. Ground ball fair by Sandoval down the line. Molina kind of lumbering to third, and it gets by Burrell in the corner. Molina's going to score, and Feliz will be all the way to third base. 2-0 Cardinals.
And the outfielders are talking about what
it gave Yadier Molina home plate. Now a first pitch line drive base hit to left. That scores Feliz, and Ryan's going to test Burrell. It's not going to be close. Three-0 Cardinals.
or a circle change, I should say.
Up the middle, that's going to be a base hit. Holiday is going to score, and it's back to a 4-run lead.
And Pedro Feliz with another two-hit night.
Soft line drive, and that's the ball game. So game 2 goes to the St. Louis Cardinals as they win this one behind Chris Carpenter. And the Giants tonight ran into a hot pitcher.
Well, they did, and that's really what you're supposed to do if you're an ace. You're supposed to be able to stop a slide. The positive thing in tonight's ball game, however, I think was the mechanics of Tim Lincecum. I mean, he pitched.
Base hit.
Pujols on a 1-2 pitch gives the Cardinals a 1-0 lead.
You know, that's the area where he just is unforgiving. I mean, they tried to cut that fastball, and that was the idea, to try and run that thing out.
Holiday smokes one up the middle for a base hit. Jay will score on an 0-2 pitch as Pujols goes to third.
That's 2 0-2 base hits and having a rivalry outside your division.
Craig hits one deep to left field. Pat Burrow watches it, gone. 2-0 pitch, and Alan Craig turned on it. Just his second home run of the year. 5-0 Cardinals.
That hurt. On its own, try and hang on to the ball. You can't think to do it.
Down the right field line, and a fair ball. It's going to kick up into the seats, which means Yadier Molina will go to second. Lopez is allowed to score. It's a double, and it's 6-0 Cardinals. Molina has not made it out in the game. 2 for 2. Remembered it when we saw him, say, with Colorado a few years ago. Ground ball toward the middle and into center field. Well, even Lopez, victim of the Cardinals offense, breaking out today. Jay with an RBI single. And Pujols indeed will come up.
On deck with 2 outs. Out into center field, and this is going to fall. Nothing on the little blue. Two and 2 to Aaron Rowan with Sherholtz at first. And Rowan bounces this one to Feliz. And Feliz to Miles. And that's the ball game. Cardinals take the last 2 games of this 3-game series as Jaime Garcia ends up with a complete game shutout, and he ups his record to 11-6. And he lost to the Giants earlier in the year, and the Giants come back, and he beats them today.
Well, a 3-hitter. He faced just one man.
August the 1st. And Pujols a drive to center. How about this? Look at this man. He absolutely crushes home run number 499. 3-0 St. Louis. Albert Pujols, 33rd of the year.
Right on cue.
91 RBIs. He's homered in 10 of his last 19 games. This amazing man. And that would have been a double play, but it's through the hole and into left field. And it's a 4-0 Cardinals lead, and still no one out as Holiday scores from second. Matt Holliday has doubled and flied to right, and that was in on him, but he singles to left, and a chance to get Pujols, maybe safe. Pujols obviously doesn't run well. Single RBI for Holliday, and he goes to second on the throw. And that's a fair ball, just inside the bag. It'll go as a doubles. The ball is held up underneath that railing. Ball got stuck there, wedge. Fly ball to right. And this ugly one is over.
Yep, this did not have a good look from the moment Ross Ollendorf left, and it just never got any better. The Pirates, a couple of runs again, but too much Cardinal pitching, too much Cardinal offense, and as usual, too much out.
There's a shot deep to left center, way back. It's gone. Home run number 25. RBIs number 85, 86, and 87. Fly ball into right. John Jay or Rasmus. It's Rasmus that makes the play, and the Cardinals have a come from behind victory here, and they have won this series over the Cincinnati Reds.
On the ground, and that's a base hit to right. Here comes Jay. Here comes the throw from Hardy. It's late. Holiday to second. And the Cardinals have the lead, 3-2.
Yep, left it out over the plate. He wanted to come inside with it, left it out over the plate, and Matt Holliday, yeah, I guess he decided.
Maka brings in Coffey looking for the ground ball double play. A sinker baller, Todd Coffey. Line drive to left, a base hit. Another run is in. And the Cardinals have a 4-2 lead, just like that. Well, you had to know Pedro Feliz is hacking on the first pitch. That's his reputation. It's what he's done all game. That one's hit high and deep to left. Molina watching this one go out of here. A grand slam home run for Yadier Molina. And the Cardinals have busted it wide open here at Miller Park. It is 8-2.
Another hanging slider by Todd Coffey. Right down the middle of the plate.
Fielder, a bouncing ball. Pujols makes a play. Long underhand toss, and that's the ball game. Fielder grounds out. And the Cardinals hang on to win. The Brewers put up a good fight, but too much to overcome after a 6-run 8th inning. 8-6 final score. And still much more to come on this game. Craig Kashan, what do you have coming up for us on Brewers?
A 3-2 to Craig. High fly ball out to deep left field. At the track, at the wall. 3-0 St. Louis. Alan Craig with his third of the year. Now with 15 RBIs, Craig puts the Cardinals on top.
All he did was get that ball up in the air. We first thought it would be out on the street, but ended up about 2 rows deep. But Adams got the lead now, and in the air.
Here's an 0-1 pitch. And that is a fair ball. Brendan Ryan, he will score easily. Wainwright makes it 4-0 Cardinals. Digging for 2. And in there safely. His 6th RBI this year, 4-0 St. Louis. Back-to-back doubles. You can log on to foxsportsmidwest.com right now.
To what a young player can take away from.
Pagnazzi in the air to center field. Bird back, looks up, and it's off the wall. Feliz being waved in. Pagnazzi has himself an RBI double. Matt Pagnazzi gets his first Major League RBI.
That's it. And back to your point, Jimmy, I think that's a very good point. And, you know, Pagnazzi caught yesterday a victory for one of your teammates.
Ground ball, this should do it. Pujols is there. Underhands to Franklin. The Cardinals have a win. Wainwright with his 20th victory of the 2010 season.
Boy, the 6th time in the last 25 years a Cardinal pitcher has won 20 games.
Congratulations to Adam Wainwright, his 20th win this afternoon. 7-1 our final post-game show coming up.
major turnover around both leagues. That one's going to turn over out on the wavelet. A 3-run homer for Albert Pujols. So 3 batters into the game. It's 3-0. It's his 7th against the Cubs this season. 14 RBIs. And a base hit out into left center. That will bring home Holiday, and it's 4-0. It'll also bring the pitcher up. Back up the middle and a base hit. That was a hanging slider as Holiday coming around. Folds' throw is low, cut off by Nady, and it's now 5-0. Well, about throwing the pitch you could best control. Certain situations. That one hammered out into the alley. Descalzo in. Brendan Ryan sent by Jose Oquendo. It's a 2-run double for Pagnazzi, who's had a huge day. 2 hits, a walk, 3 knocked in from the 8 spot. That'll be it for Samardzija. 7-0 Cardinals. Berg has a sign from Castillo. Here's a pitch. Smack back up the middle to make it 8-0. Run charge to Samardzija. One-two. Miles will get another chance. That goes 4-3. And the Cardinals win the game 8-7. The Cubs take the season series 9-6, although they went 4-5 here at home. The home schedule is over. The Cubs went 35-4.
Boy, the intensity and the electricity in the ballpark at Petco should be something special for these guys to experience.
So the final score today, the Cardinals 8, the Cubs 7. They made it a ball game late, came up a little bit short, and we'll have more from Wrigley Field in a moment.
Track, and since then he's had trouble getting it down, so he's gone all these breaking pitches.
Could be a double play. Cardinals had one in the first and one in the second. Nice defensive play. Kyle Roche to Miles and on to Hamilton.
That'll be for Todd Helton.
The 2-2. Curveball swing and a miss. Big pitch by Kyle McClellan. Ground ball handled by Descalzo. For one. Double play.
More ways to score from third than second. Stolen base, E2.
Swing and a miss. Moot point. Big strikeout. Vermont.
It's right here.
2 runners aboard. Bottom of the 11th. And a base hit to right field. Colby does not get a good jump, but the right fielder bobbles it. There's going to be a play at the plate. He is safe, and the Cardinals win.
Look out for your life.
Cardinals having fun. Matt Holliday drives in. Pedro Feliz.
Right, Feliz was going back to the bag. The right.